I'm Paul Perkins with a check of your ag weather. As highs top out in the mid-70s to the low 80s this afternoon, near critical fire weather conditions continue, but mostly over northern Kansas where winds are a little stronger. Strong low pressure moves east tomorrow, and south wind gusts of 40 to 45 are expected across central and eastern Nebraska, and gusts of 45 to 55 over southwest Nebraska and northern Kansas. Tomorrow, patchy blowing dust is expected, and fire concerns are also higher with those strong winds. Slower passage of a cold front tomorrow results in highs in the low to mid-70s over west central Nebraska and the upper 70s to the mid-80s elsewhere. Rain and thunderstorms are possible tomorrow night through Wednesday when the cold front tracks southeast. A few storms could be severe with damaging winds and hail in the central and east starting late tomorrow evening, running through the overnight, possibly lasting into Wednesday morning in eastern areas. Highs bottom out in the upper 40s to the 50s Wednesday before we rebound into the mid to upper 50s Thursday and the 60s for Friday and the weekend. More rain is a possibility as we head towards Saturday through Sunday. No need to worry about much in the way of colder temperatures in the long-term forecast. Warmer than normal temperatures remain likely for Nebraska and Kansas this weekend through November 10th. Cooler than normal temperatures over the western U.S. this weekend and early next week. They're quickly replaced with warmer than normal temperatures nearly nationwide by the middle of next week through November 10th. Nebraska and Kansas rainfall this weekend through November 10th indicated to be above normal. Higher chances of rain are this weekend through early next week. Key weather factors impacting the markets include heavy rain chances in the central U.S., increasing soybean planting in central Brazil, and a short stretch of dry weather for Argentina. Active weather in the western U.S. builds eastward as the week progresses. By midweek, a line of rain should stretch from the Great Lakes to the western Gulf Coast. Total rainfall expected to reach 1 to 2 inches. Rain moves eastward while decreasing in coverage and intensity, helping to reduce the threat of fires and improve moisture for pastures, wheat, and cover crops. Additional widespread rain develops in the nation's midsection this weekend. Another storm may develop in the central U.S. the middle of next week, possibly creating another round of widespread precipitation. In central Brazil, continued wet season rain favors further soybean planting and establishment. Towards Mato Grosso and west central Brazil, reports of rapid planting mean that producers are almost caught up to the normal pace, and this week's good weather should allow that to persist. Chances of a big part of the soybean crop being planted late in central Brazil are now much lower. Southern Brazil turns drier for a brief period, but is in much better shape as long as the dry stretch does not last too long. Argentina is drier for most of this week. Favorable rains start in western Argentina on Thursday, move eastward this weekend and next week. Corn establishment in Argentina is much better, and soybean planting starts this week or next week with mostly good conditions. With a check of your ag weather, I'm Paul Perkins.